All right, so we have been given this system of equations to solve for x and y. And here are our options. We can use the elimination method, substitution method, or some students prefer to substitute the answers given, right? To see which one will, satisfy the given equations. For me right now, I'm going to try and take advantage of the minus 2y here and use the elimination method. I always try elimination first before I try substitution, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this first equation by 2. So it's going to look like 2x plus 2y equals 0. And then I have my second equation untouched. Right? Once I do this, I can simply add the two equations, right? So I put a plus sign here. I'm just adding the two equations. I start from the extreme left. 2x plus 3x is what? 5x. Plus 2y minus 2y is equal to 0. So it can be plus or minus 0 here. And 0 plus 10 is what? 10. Right? So in fact, I have 5x equals to 10. And I can get x by dividing each side by 5. Right? 5 cancels 5. And then 10 divided by 5 is what? 2. Right? And I can quickly go through the answers and see which one gives me an x value of 2. Right? Only B has that value. And the first equation also gives me another clue saying that for any value I get for x, the y value is going to be the negative of that, or vice versa, right? So B is our answer, right? But if, let's say we want to use substitution, we need to be careful when using substitution because some students are not able to deal well with negatives when it comes to substitution, right? That will also work as long as you don't make a mistake. But with me, elimination is always, easy to deal with. So let's say we want to go with substitution. In that case, the first equation we can write x plus y equals 0. Right? Second equation is 3x minus 2y equals 10. Right? For the first equation, I decide on which one I'm going to substitute for. Right? So let's say I want to substitute for y. So I'm going to say, okay, y is equal to minus x, right? So wherever I see y, I'm going to put minus x. And here is where you have to be careful, right? So I come to the second equation. I leave the first one alone. And then the second one, right, minus 2. And where is y, I'm going to put minus x. I'll always recommend using the parentheses to protect, the substitution or the substituted variable. Right? So here, all we have done is substituted for y in the second equation. Right? And now if we continue, this is 3x. And then there's minus 2x times minus x. Remember, this is multiplication, right? Because this was 2 times y, right? So minus times minus is what? Plus. So plus 2x is equal to 10. And then once again, this gives us 5x is equal to 10. And then x is equal to 2. Once you get this, unless your answers have, another, option that gives you x as 2, you just have to stop and move on. But if you really have to continue, you can just say that since we already know this thing here, right? Whatever x value we have here, y is going to be equal to the negative of that, right? Which still points us to this. Okay,